Okay, I got to admit, it's taken me a lot longer to clean this thing than I expected it to. But I finally got it cleaned and got it painted. It's painted like a dark gray. Basically, it's a cast iron engine paint. I actually like that, so that's where I'm going to go. I have the tail shaft. I'm cleaning it now. I'll get it cleaned up and get that back on here, and I'll start reassembling this. Hopefully all my gaskets are here. I still have to clean up a little bit around where the gasket material is going to go because of the paint, clean the inside because of the paint. But I'll get that all cleaned up and continue on. All right, have my seal in. I was able to put that in with this. Put it on there, tapped it down in, so that's on there. I'm going to put this tail housing back on the transmission. Have my bolts painted up. Have my new gasket. I will put some RTV around there before I actually put it in place. It's a nice thin coat. Not trying to replace the gasket as far as RTV replacing it, but I do want it to stick on there. Line it up with the holes. Go. And I'll also put some RTV around this. All right, a little around that. I want to get them all started right now. All right, find that other bolt. Found the bolt. All right, this little module, I don't know what else to call it, module, it goes in here. I was bringing it over, and I dropped that little pin. And you would think that pin would be sitting there on my garage floor where it fell, but I have been looking for the last 45 minutes and can't find that dang pin. I even swept up the area and sifted through the dirt, still can't find that pin. So I'm going to continue looking for that pin. Hopefully I find it. Okay, let's put the module in next. using the other one over, a little gasket and the pin. This goes in there. It screws in. Kind of bent. There you go. Let's try to put in the shifter linkage and passing gear part. I got to put a seal in it first. Right here, I'm going to put a new seal in. This is a seal. It's a little Napa part, in case you want to know the part number. 1404. This seal will go right in here. Let me go get a socket. We'll put that down in there. There we go. Seal's in. Putting this part in, put the new seal on this side. There's an O-ring that goes in here. I have the O-ring right here. Got a little transmission fluid on it. What we're going to do is we're going to put it back in there. Just like that. Okay, we have that seal in. We've got our O-ring replaced. Now we're going to put this assembly back in here. The nut needs to screw back on here. There we go. Want to make sure you got passing gear lever in the right spot. Yes, passing gear will come in. Cool. What we do is get the shifter linkage hooked up. First we got to tighten up that nut. Okay, nut's tight. Maybe the valve body. So it's looking like to me. Your flashlight. Get a couple of bolts in that, see if that's hooked up. Okay, that is nope, not. find the bolt. That did it. Okay, we got those. Yep, got passing gear now. All's good. All right, go get the rest of the bolts, put these in. Probably going to loosen those two up so I can get these all started. Cool. Yep. Still got it. All right, I have my new filter here. Let's go find the bolts for that. The bigger bolt goes in the front. Okay, I'm going to install the pan, but without the gasket, because while I'm installing this in the car, I'm going to scratch the hell out of that pan anyway, and I'm going to have to repaint it. I'm actually thinking about either ordering one with a drain plug or painting that one the same color as the transmission. Right now, we're just going to put it back on here. Okay, now let me go find the transmission mount. All right, all bagged and tagged. Now I can't remember if this round part goes forward or backwards. Well, it's got to be forwards, they won't fit on there backwards. Okay, let's get some more of this back together then. transmission is basically all back together. Still needs a torque converter and put in, but that's when I install it. See, I have everything hooked up, and passing gear does work. The only thing I got missing is the servo. That's because my gasket didn't make it, or my gaskets. When they get here, I'll go ahead and finish putting that in, getting that hooked up, the vacuum line hooked up. So it went pretty good for me. Well, I think it turned out pretty nice. You're not going to see it under the car anyway. Unless the car rolls over, and that's not going to happen. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. The next thing I'm going to start on is the drive shaft. If you've enjoyed this video and you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Later.